What's up, guys? Matt Crawford here again. Today we're going to be talking about the inner voice, right? And for some of you that don't know what the inner voice is, if we haven't talked about it before, basically what it is the inner monologue in your head. That constant conversation you're having in your head. Even right now, you're like, why am I watching this? Why is he wearing that red sweatshirt? What is that pink thing right there? It's that inner monologue in your head. It's impossible to be thinking nothing. That makes sense? Like, people will say, well, I'm not thinking anything. Well, they're thinking something, right? It has to be something there in your head going on, right? So one thing from science point of view, the inner voice is completely separate from the conscience, right? The conscience is telling you right from wrong, don't do this, don't do that, it. It's not instinctual. The inner voice is something that is learned through experiences that you've had in life. If someone has always been telling you negative things, you're going to have a more negative inner voice compared to a positive inner voice, right? So let's talk about negative inner voice. What is that? Basically it's how you talk to yourself negatively. It's that bad things you say to yourself. Say you're on the field of the court and you miss a big shot or a block or anything. It's like, man, I'm dumb. I should have done that. I know I should have done that. I'm an idiot. I can't do this. This is bad. It's that kind of thing that happens whenever, something bad happens and you react to it in a negative way. But what happens exactly whenever we listen to that negative inner voice, right? It undermines our ability to comprehend what is happening realistically, right? So basically when that happens, you kind of go on that negative domino effect of, this will happen, this will happen, this will happen because I did this, I messed up here, I didn't do it right? It keeps going. If you're not careful, you won't be able to stop it, right? If we don't listen to that, if we listen to that destructive point of view from ourselves, we will act on it, right? Unless we fight back with positivity, right? You probably heard just think positive, everything will be all right. Well, yes and no, right? So you got to be realistic with your positive words, right? You cannot just stop thinking negatively. You probably heard that before. You just stop being so negative. Well, yeah, I would if I could, right? People say that and it's like very, it's not true. It's not real. You can't do that, You can't simply ignore the negative thoughts, You must address the negativity you're facing, right? And fight back with the positive, Replace the negative thoughts with the positive ones, right? So look at each situation that you're in, if it's negative or hard, as an opportunity to get better and stronger, right? Because everything you're doing creates that opportunity for you to improve yourself, right? But that negative inner voice will always be keeping you down if you don't fight back with a positive, right? When something doesn't go your way, look at it for a positive spin, right? Say you miss a big shot. Well, think about it like this: you were trusted to make that big shot, right? Nobody else thought if nobody else thought you could do it, you wouldn't have the opportunity, right? But they believed in you. Take it like that, And if someone else has something bad happen to them, be the first one to go up to them and be like, hey, look, we got it. We'll get it next time. Me and you, we'll do it. Because then, as soon as you make that negative or that bad shot or you mess up, your mind immediately goes to the negative, right? So whenever you see that happen to somebody else, be aware of that. Be like, hey, look, we'll get it next time. Encourage them, it's all right. And the positive affirmation that you can give yourself is, I never give up. I am strong. I am a valued teammate. I am present in every moment, right? Because the big thing about the negative inner voice is that it takes us out of the present moment. It takes us down a negative, dark path of this might happen, this might happen, this might happen, right? But it's something that will get better, right? If you spin it positively, like you might not make a running time. Like, I never gave up. I never gave up. I never gave up, right? I am strong. I can do this. I will do it. I will do it in the future. My time is coming. It's easy to get trapped in the past or the future, right? That's what the negative inner voice does. It traps us in the past or the future, right? This happened. That was negative. I can't stop thinking about it, right? Or this happened and this will happen, but it might not have happened yet. That negative thing won't happen. Domino effect will happen, right? Learning to let go of what already happened or what even hasn't happened is a skill that is often overlooked, right? There's always going to be people in your life that are like critics of you, always gonna be like, man, like, you can't do it, you know, or even just backhanded comments like, I knew that would happen, you know, or like, you didn't work hard enough. It's like, well, if you gave it your best, then you have nothing to lose, right? I gave it my best. I tried my hardest, and it didn't work out. You know, that happens. That's sports, right? You're not gonna be successful every time, but if you give your best and you're focused on the positive in the future, things will work out, right? Well, that was it for this first installment of mental training videos that I'll start doing. So if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Bye.